Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Mauhi and I create portraits and photography around people. My photography is centered around people. Today I just want to talk to you about whether you're creating for yourself or whether you're creating based on what the algorithm or what society is putting out there or pressuring you to create. So my photography journey started off a few years ago, say about 8 years ago. And I started taking pictures of everything, as you would imagine in the beginning. Just anything I could get my hands on, not understanding light, not understanding any aspects of photography really. And I just took pictures of everything from people to buildings to landscapes and all of that. But very quickly, as does happen, you end up growing and end up understanding what you really love. And I realized that my love was around portraiture and around taking portraits of people. And so I started going down in that direction. I ended up being on social media, checking this out, page out, that page out, all over the place. And yeah, just getting an idea of what was out there. But the problem that I quickly noticed is that subconsciously you begin to absorb or take in what is being put to you or what you see around. And that's what you end up creating on. And I started creating based on the social media trends. So basically on portraiture, I looked online, I saw what was trending, and I was creating around it thinking, oh, this is exactly what I wanted to create. So I ended up creating multiple images in that style. And yes, I loved it. I grew over time and I grew my technical skills. But after a while, when you post those pictures and they don't fit exactly with what the society or what online people deem as popular, and then it ends up like you end up with less likes or the interaction with your images is not as much as you would have liked those interactions to be. And then you begin to question yourself and ask yourself, what am I really doing this for? You know, all those questions begin to come to mind. And one specific example which I saw online, there's a famous photographer who's known for creating work with ladders and vintage lights and all of that. And very quickly, I realized that I started incorporating that into my work as well in that style. But that style is there for a purpose. Obviously, it's for the magazine shoots and that sort of thing. And it fits within that genre of things. Yes, it's pretty. It's nice and it has its place. But I began to question myself quickly and ask myself, am I really creating this because this is what I want to create? Or am I creating this because this is what everyone's saying is good and what looks nice and why I should keep creating this? And I'll show you some of the images I created during that period. Let's have a look at them right now. Yeah, so you've seen some of the work that I've created. Yeah, it's nice, it's pretty, but I decided that I wanted to discover what I actually wanted to create. So I decided to sit down and began to think, what is it that I love? What is it that I would like to be known for? What work would I like to be known for? Not what the society or what social media is saying is good. So what I ended up doing was that I turned off my social media. I refused to post. I found the style that I was interested in, and I began to strip away what I'll call the crutches. You know, the props, the elegant clothes, the excessive hair and makeup, the best looking guys for the portfolio, and all that kind of things. And I found out that I wanted to connect with my subject and be able to create with my subject what exactly it is that I felt was important. That was to bring out who they were, regardless of whether they had access to all those fancy things. And so I began to strip things away. One of the other decisions that I also made quite quickly in the process was that I said to myself, no posting online. I create these images and I keep these images for myself. And that is what I did, almost like close to about a year. And it turned out that I really enjoyed what I was creating, because the question that you need to ask yourself is this: if no one saw the images that I created, if no one saw the photographs that I created, would I still want to be creating these images? And that was something that I had to come to terms with. And I'm glad that I actually went through that process, and I found out that yes, I would love to create these images that I'm creating now. And those were some of the most fulfilling times in my work, because there was no pressure to post. There was no pressure on what the likes would be. And I saw that I was creating exactly from what I wanted to create and what it is that I was actually interested in. And it suited my style very quickly. And what happens in that process as well is that you end up growing your style to suit you. So, and in that process, I would say that I grew so much, and I found my identity in the portrait world and in the photography world based on what it is exactly that I wanted to create. So I'll just like to show you some of the images I created during that time. Let's have a look at them. Yes, so that's the work that I came up with, and I was quite happy about it. So what I want to challenge you is to ask yourself that same question. The work you're creating, or that creative journey that you're on, is it coming out from a place of what you want to say, what you feel you like to contribute, or are you doing it just because it's popular? Are you doing it just because you would have clicks? And you know, the problem with that is, where your work looks like everyone else, you don't stand out. And those who create based on what they love and their own style and their own way of seeing things end up standing out and having a unique perspective and having a unique work. And at the end of the day, it's so fulfilling as well, because you just have this joy within you, and you have that expression and that place to talk about what you are interested in. And so I'll encourage you, if you look at your work and you feel like, no, this is what I want to create, and if no one sees it, this is what I'm happy with, then good on you. You have authenticity in your work. But if you don't feel or come to that conclusion at the end of the day, it's not too late. Just take some time off. I know it seems daunting, but really do take that time off. Sit with your work and begin to ask yourself, what is it that I love? What is it that I would like to create? And if possible, take time off those channels or those platforms where there's a pressure to conform. And for a period of time, you don't have to go as far as a year like I did. Whatever works for you, just take that time and begin to create outside of the public eye. And trust me, you will end up developing so much and have your creative voice stand out and your uniqueness stand out, because we're all unique. And if we all start creating the same thing, there'll be no variety in what we do. So there's more to this story. There's a second chapter to this story where I tested this path that I'd chosen. I tested it even at a deeper level, and I'll talk about that in the next episode on the channel. So if you enjoy this video, please subscribe, please like, please hit the notification button so that you'll be notified for more videos like this. And join me on my creative journey as I grow as well, and hopefully we can grow together on this channel. So have a good one and enjoy your day.